for this last minute gifting event that we're doing right now. We're doing Irish gifts here on QVC2 today. So this is our today's bonus buy. It is our best value of the day here on QVC2, and it's a customer top rated button front cardigan from Aran Craft. It is their merino wool, 100%, the softest, warmest merino wool. We've sold over 25,000 of this long boyfriend button front cardigan, over 145 five-star reviews. This is the first day this month it's being presented at a sale price, which is our today's bonus buy, saving you $27.50. We have colors that you cannot even get in Ireland. So if you went straight there, you would see Aran Craft. I was just in Scotland a couple years ago. There was Aran Craft, and it was a lot of beautiful colors, but they were the more traditional colors. Look at all of these colors we have. Some of these you can only get here at QVC. There is meaning and tradition behind all of the stitches, and it's a different way of wearing an Aran Craft sweater. It's that long boyfriend style, but cut for a woman. So here are your color options. Again, that you would have to fly to Ireland or Scotland to get, and you don't have to go anywhere. You don't have to pay as much. You can do it on Easy Pay, and you have these beautiful colors. This one is called Mallard Blue. Isn't that just the most beautiful? Oh, it's such a gorgeous color. Then super traditional is the stone. Or no, is this one the natural? Natural, excuse me. This one is the natural, so that beautiful creamy, like whipped cream, iconic merino wool color. This one is the stone, so that one's a little bit more of a taupe, of a tan. The one that I'm wearing is right here. This one is called the soft gray. And look at the buttons. They're dyed to match. They go all the way down. You can button it all the way up or unbutton a couple on the top, unbutton a couple on the bottom. It's totally up to you. This is the plum. Isn't that sweet? So pretty. Black. You don't always see black in the traditional merino wool, so that's a beautiful choice. And here we go with our Irish colors. Here's the green, that's the lighter color. And then this one is called moss green. That's more of a deeper color, almost kind of like Christmas tree color. And don't wait on this one. It is very, very limited. Less than how many? 30? 30. Oh, wow. Super limited. Extra, extra small through extra, extra large. I am 5'2", and I am in the extra, extra small. A261167 is your item number. Emma Cooney is joining us. She married into this awesome generational family-run business, and it is so wonderful to have you here straight from Malahide Castle. Top of the morning to you. I had to.
Hello, and thank you for having us. We're so happy to be joining you from Malahide Castle here. It's such a beautiful place. We're in the middle of a very stormy evening, but we're very warm and cozy in here in the castle.
Well, and you're warm and cozy in your merino wool. So explain to us, that's such a perfect transition. If you have not experienced merino wool, you might be thinking of that scratchy wool sweater that your grandma knit for you. This is not that. Tell us the difference.
Absolutely not. So all our garments are 100% merino wool. And merino wool is a very luxurious soft wool, can be worn right up against the skin, you know, in the fall when it's maybe not as cold as it is now, and I have a shorter sleeve t-shirt on underneath. It causes no irritation. It's really, really soft. And the reason for that is because this wool is spun from the wool of merino sheep. And the fibres of this sheep are very, very small and very fine. And when it's spun, those soft fibres come to the outside of the yarn, and that's what we're feeling against the skin. So it's given that lovely, luxurious feel. So it really is, it's a luxury item, and it's a real commodity, merino wool.
It truly is. And normally that's why these prices are where they are. Usually almost $145 on this one. You are saving $27.50. And Emma, I was recently in Scotland. I saw Aran Crafts and I was like so proud. I took a picture of it. I'll have to find that for you. And the prices, I will tell you what, are not even what our regular QVC price is. So you are getting such a great opportunity today.
And you probably wouldn't see as many colors.
No, you would never. And that's the thing.
See more colors than anyone else.
I had presented these before, and I knew that we said that, and I said, sure enough, look, there's a gray, there's a pretty natural color, there's a darker gray, maybe a green, but nothing like this. So speaking of, let's go through these beautiful colors. The mallard blue. That's just a deep, rich blue, almost kind of like, how would you describe this color, Emma? And does this one have, it's just one color in this one, right?
Yeah, it's just one color in that one. Some of these do have a slight marled look, and marled yarn is when two complementing colors are used to spin the yarn for the garment. But that mallard is a one tone. It's almost like a marine blue, I would say.
Yes.
You know, it's a lovely kind of transitional color, I think. It can be worn in any season.
It's almost like the Air Force blue of here, the U.S. Air Force blue. And then the natural, I mean, this is what you see.
Yeah.
You might be able to get a natural Aran Craft, but you certainly couldn't get it for 117 US dollars.
Yeah, the natural is the traditional color. So, you know, hundreds of years ago when the craft of Aran knitting, you know, started in the Aran Islands off the west coast of Galway, it would be this natural color that you would quite often see. And, you know, even today, it still carries through. It's such a, you know, it really displays the Aran stitches. I think better than most of the colors.
Yes,
Yeah, you really
and we'll go through each one of those stitches and hear the stories, but I want to take you through the color options as you make your choice. What a beautiful gift this would make for $23.48. You see, look right here, Aran Crafts, Ireland. It is made in Ireland. You can truly only get these if you fly there or if you shop here at QVC. And if you're in Ireland, you're not going, I'll pay you $23.48, and then I'll send you the rest over the seas. So this one is the stone.
Stone, yeah.
So that one's just a pretty taupe. You can really see the stitches in that one as well. So if you didn't want to go as light as the natural, stone might be a good choice. I am in the soft gray. This is one of the ones that's marled, and it's just so pretty. I love this soft gray.
Exactly. So a slight kind of high-low, two complementing colors of grey used to spin the yarn. So it gives a lovely, it almost adds to the texture as well as the stitches adding to the texture of the garment. That marled effect gives a lovely, and of course the buttons are also dyed in a manner to match that marled effect.
It's so beautifully made. This is something you will have. This is something you will pass down. Not only will you have it for your lifetime, you pass this down from generation to generation. It's one of those pieces. The plum, a color you probably cannot get in Ireland.
Correct. Yeah, it's just for QVC. And this, I love this color. It's the one I have up front here. I really think it's such a beautiful feminine color. You know, if you're going for something a little bit different, you're maybe using it as a coat when you're going out shopping or out on little trips. I think this plum color is really beautiful.
Yeah, it really pops. Well, I have a different one from last year, and I wore it in today. I could see my breath. It was so cold here, but I put this on. It was another cardigan, but a zip up. I was totally warm. I didn't need my big bulky coat. These are incredibly warm. So here's the black. So that's just easy. Do you usually have the black? Do you offer black in Ireland?
No, we don't, and we have. It's one of the few styles at QVC that has that is in black. So you know that's something different, and I think again because of the different stitches that we've used in this one, that black actually serves it quite well.
It's beautiful. That's a great gift. Easy gift to go with the black or the natural. This is the green, and this is a bright like grass green.
Yeah, that's the real Irish green, I think. You know, that reminds me of Ireland, the mossy fields in Ireland. You know, you're probably familiar with Ireland having the 40 shades of green, but if I was to pick one of those 40 shades, this green is definitely one of my favourite. It really embodies, you know, the fields and the moss that you'd see on the stone walls here of Ireland.
You never have to decide, what am I going to wear on St. Patrick's Day here? Because we do you don't even do the pinching thing there, do you? Do you know about the pinching that we do here? If you don't wear green, you get a pinch?
No,
really?
I didn't. I'm going to bring that tradition.
Oh, that is so funny.
Patrick's Day.
Well, this one will get you going on that one too. This one's called moss green, and it's a deeper green.
Lovely.
But
Yeah.
this won't last the day. I mean, there's just 100. How many left? Like 30 or something. 29 now. This is beautiful. This is moss green. And does this one have the marled? I can't tell if there's two different colors. If it does,
Yeah,
it's very
I
light.
think it's very light. Yeah,
Yeah.
the two complementing yarns used in that are very close
There you
together.
see. Yeah,
so
look how
it's very
pretty.
slightly marled. So you do see that kind of fleck of the high-low going through it. So yeah, that's the marled one.
So Emma, I'm going to ask you about some of your traditions, but I will explain real quick that when you're in grade school, especially, if you don't wear green on St. Patrick's Day, you get pinched. And then some people will try to they're like, oh, there's a little bit of green. See right there in this leaf or like, I'm wearing green underwear. You just can't see it. And it's this funny thing. At least it was when I was younger. I don't know if they still do that, but I think that's so funny. What about traditions? Do you have any Christmas traditions that you have there in Ireland?
For Christmas, it's all about family. It's about having that time off, getting together, going for some nice walks. Places like Malahide Castle here have beautiful gardens. So people are, when it's not so stormy, meeting up, getting a nice coffee and meeting up with their friends and family. So it's really, that's that's one of my favorite things about this time of year is getting to see people that we mightn't have seen all year, especially in these COVID times that we're living in now. So it's great to get to catch up with people that we haven't seen all year.
Well, those traditions span the miles. We have those as well, and it's so nice to be able to get together with friends and family, like you said, especially this year. And what a beautiful gift this would make. It's so meaningful, especially if you're of Irish descent, if you've always wanted to go to Ireland and you can't. I mean, really, the only place to get these are here or if you went to Ireland. So if that's not going to happen anytime soon, this is the time to do it. So let me tell you the length on this one, and then we'll go through the stitches and the tradition. 31 inches to 34 and a half inches. So it's a nice long boyfriend cardigan style. Inspired by, you just grab your boyfriend's sweater and it's big and bulky and it's warm and cozy. Well, you get the warm and cozy without the big and bulky because it's cut for a woman's body. I'm 5'2". I said I was wearing the extra small before. I'm actually wearing the extra small. I wanted to make sure so that is my QVC size, extra small. So you don't need to size up, you don't need to size down. This is going to fit beautifully. It's more of kind of a relaxed fit. You have the patch pockets, and then you'll see the details, even in the patch pockets. Look how that stitch just continues down through the pocket, and it's perfect. It matches up perfectly. That is not easy to do, but that is what these Merino Wool Aran Craft sweaters are all about. It is the tradition of the stitches. So let's move in and hear the story about the different stitches on this one, Emma.
Yeah, sure. So what we love to do at Aran Crafts is, take those traditional Aran stitches that are dating back hundreds of years, originating, like I said, in the Aran Islands off the west coast of Ireland, and use them in some, modern fashionable pieces like what we've done here. And some of the stitches that we've used here, I can go through. So we have our beautiful Celtic braid coming down along here. And the Celtic braids, if you were in Ireland and you visited Newgrange or, some of the famous megalithic tombs, you see Celtic braids engraved on those tombs. So inspiration here taken from our history and our culture. Another stitch that we have running down here, this is the honeycomb stitch. So this symbolizes the hardworking honeybee and a reward of a job well done. So that's a very popular stitch, and it's actually one of my favorite. I think it gives a lovely effect. And as you mentioned, those stitches are continued down along on the patch pockets. So with the inclusion of the pocket there, we're not losing the effect of the beautiful stitches. And what's really different, this is the only garment where we've done something like this, and I absolutely love it. We have created on each panel, on each side of the garment, we've created a double diamond stitch. And when the garment is closed, it gives the impression of a larger diamond stitch. And it encases the buttons right in the middle. So the placement of the buttons there is, you know, very specific in the center of that diamond stitch. So I think that's really effective. And something